Hello and welcome. Let me get my mic on. Alright. There we go. Test 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome to Live and Untapped. I'm Ziggy and with Brewed Opinions, and today we are reviewing a IPA from Charlottesville. It's called the Missile IPA. It has a really cool logo, kind of a Top Gun, G.I. Joe military kind of look to it. Some other things. This brewery makes a really good tart sour. It's called Tart, and they make this IPA, and they make other ones, but I don't think I've had any of the other ones. I can look on their website real fast. They make a Kolsch. They make one called a shower beer, things like that. Pretty cool. This one we're going to review is an IPA, and it is an American IPA. It has 4 different types of hops from Cascade, Summit, Simcoe, and they're all dry hopped with that, which makes a really floral taste with that being the case. Lots of malts, pale ale malts, and things like that. I first heard of this from a friend in Harrisonburg area, and he said if you ever see this on the shelf, pick it up and buy it. So I saw it on the shelf, I picked it up and I bought it. This isn't the first time I've drank it, but this is one that I really like, and I think it should be on this channel because you guys need to know about it. It's called Missile IPA. This is probably one of my top 5 IPAs out right now, as far as 12 ounce or around that. And it's just because it's so complex, but as well as it's a delicious IPA. So with that, let's open it up, look at the color, smell, and taste. It is a very foamy beer. Wow, that is a lot of head. It won't be hard getting a large head on this one. So just bear with me, I gotta pour this a little slower than other beers because it is really condensed. So already we're getting a really pale white head. Yeah, I mean, look at that, that's crazy. Alright, well, we're going to use full use of the 16.5 ounce glass right there. So what we got here is a traditional color of a pale ale or an IPA. It's going to be that kind of that copper golden hue, and lots of bubbles, lots and lots of bubbles. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's crazy. Kind of a caramel, more of the lighter side of a normal IPA, but it's still pretty standard. There's a lot of floaties, a lot of suds and bubbles floating around in there. Very cool, pretty typical though. So let's give it a smell. Piney. Sharp. Kind of smells like gin. Gin has that kind of piney resin smell, but it smells a lot like some gin I've smelled in the past. I mean, I'm getting some alcohol smell, some some hoppy smell, but mostly it's pine and resin is what I'm getting from this. Very pale white head once again. Doesn't seem to be very alcoholic looking, but pretty decent. This weighs in at 7% ABVs, and it has 65 IBUs. I forgot to cover that in the beginning, but that's kind of where this stands. So it's on the bitter side. It's kind of a little bit past the middle. 100 being one of the highest. I think there's a 110, but you know, I've heard that you can't even taste 110. I still need to look into that, but so it's a little bit more past halfway. Already we've smelled lots of pine resin, hoppiness, stuff like that. So let's give it a taste and we'll see what we can find. So it's very sharp mouthfeel, very crisp and carbonated. Very malty, kind of getting a berry taste to it. Yeah, it's not that it's bitter, it's just that it is very hoppy, and at first that's all you taste, and you really have to drink through this beer to get the other flavors. But if you, at first glance, you pick it up and drink it, you're just going to get a nice IBU, heavy, hoppy IPA. But it's very complex, and so you get the malts in there, so it's kind of a bready, malty, kind of toffee taste. And there's other tastes in here I'm still trying to pull out, and they're going to take a while to pull out. They're kind of stubborn tastes in the beer, so let's try. Kind of getting a floral taste, much like a Belgian. Kind of that rose, the smell of roses mixed with strawberry, kind of that light, fresh smell. So this beer is good for people who like IPAs because it's a nice bitter bite of hops. But it also will surprise you as you're drinking it because it will catch you off guard. You'll be looking for just a standard bubbly, pale IPA with tons of hops, decent ABVs, things like that. And then you'll be drinking this and different flavors will pop out to you. It's just fruity, it's floral, it's piney, hoppy. It's an all-around good hoppy IPA. But in itself, it's going to be harder to drink. You know, it's going to be one that you don't just hand out to anyone who drinks beers. It's going to be people who like double IPAs, single IPAs, things like that, because it is very bitter. But for those who normally drink IPAs, this is a nice surprise. So that's the Missile IPA by Champion Brewery. They're located in Charlottesville. They were established in 2012. And go ahead and check them out if you're in town, and thanks for watching. Also look forward to this Thursday, June 9th, we'll be launching the YouTube channel for Brewed Opinions. First episode of the channel will be this June, and I believe we're going to launch it at 12 noon. So I'll be looking for that, and yeah, subscribe, like, and follow. All right, thanks for watching.